I knew a friend. I had a friend who straight up, him and his girlfriend very religious. And these are people who are like, me and Jarvis were probably like 19, 20 at the time, so they were like 25, 26, right? And they're super religious, and this dude was a horn dog. All he would talk about is sex all the fucking time, like sex, right? He wanted to marry his girlfriend just so they could have sex.
Yeah.
And so he would always maintain that he was a virgin. Like, oh, we're virgins, we're pure in the eyes of the Lord. Pure. And one day I was just like, yo, how are you so proud of being pure all the fucking time, but then you're like trying to loophole God into like letting you have sex with your girlfriend by marrying her, even though you're not marrying her for love, you just want to fuck her, right? Like, that's it. And he's like, yeah. And he goes, well, like, we have anal sex and stuff like that, but I just feel like that's not enough. And I was like, whoa, back up. So you're having anal sex, but you're a virgin still. He's like, yeah. Like, and she's virgin. He's like, yes, virginal of the vagina. And I was like, bro, I can't talk to you no more. We can't be cool no more, dog. You fucking with my head right now.
This is Friends Partying in Hell.
That fool said, I'm above average. I mean, I ain't no Ron Jeremy or nothing.
Hey, stay with me, man. Stay with me.
I mean, you can stop right there. That's horrible.
You hear that, Netflix? You hear that? Also give us a shout.
I have no idea what I'm talking about most of the time.
The only podcast approved by the Vatican. That's the American spirit right there. You weren't expecting that, were you? This is Friends Partying in Hell, the only podcast that started really progressive and within the last episode became like, I think, a QAnon episode. What the fuck happened? I was gone for one episode. I thought Jeff was going to say at any moment that slavery wasn't a big deal and that and and what else? It was fucking so funny that shit went off the rails for like a minute. But it was good listening though, I'll tell you that much. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. I had a good conversation with him, man. It's nice to talk to people and not have them like parrot back everything you say, so that the conversation gets like,
Yeah. What do you mean? Do I parrot everything you say? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's not. Wait, hang on. Yep, I saw that coming the minute I said it.
I was gonna let it go.
You're gonna let it.
I was gonna let it go.
I thought you were. I really thought you were. No. That's not what I'm saying. But we do like organically share very similar views on a lot of things.
Yeah. I'm not gonna definitely tell you that I'm a Trump supporter and what else? What else?
Bingo. Like, to have him come on and tell me all that stuff was fucking great.
Did you see it coming?
Awesome. I kind of saw it coming because, like I said, he texted me first thing in the morning,
that's
bro. It was
right.
like 6:30.
That's right.
It was 6:30 in the morning. I rolled over and I got a text from Jeff saying that he would say he likes Trump if it wasn't taboo to do so, because a bunch of racist people like him too.
I mean, that should be your first indicator that maybe you shouldn't hitch your wagon to that horse.
I definitely agree with that statement. See what I'm saying? We're already agreeing. It's been less than a minute. We're already agreeing, bro.
Man, that was so goddamn funny. Like, yeah, I just remember listening to it and just like, I'm just like, where is this gonna go? What's crazier too? It's like, I'm kind of glad that you guys had that conversation, because I think I'm not really as filtered or gentle. I think I probably would have cussed him out or called him an idiot or something. You know what I mean? It probably wouldn't have been a conversation. I would have just been like, that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, but why though? Right?
I don't know.
If you were talking to a random person on the street and they were expressing their views to you, that's not how you would win them over.
That's true.
You wouldn't win them over by being like, you're a fucking idiot and you're stupid. Like, you treat people with respect and dignity. Like, look, man, I don't agree with his stance, and he clearly didn't agree with mine. But, we're friends, and at the end of the day, we're going to remain friends. So, let's talk it out.
Yeah.
We've had so many conversations since that day.
Oh, really?
We've had yeah. We've had like, he just calls me randomly, and we'll talk. Like, he called me when I was painting my baby's room, and we were just talking. And I like I said, I enjoy that, man. I enjoy being challenged in that way, and I think he also enjoys being challenged in that way. So then that's why he reaches out.
Good.
Just dope. Yeah.
Here's the thing too, like about just kind of just as knowing people, knowing him. So obviously, I've known him since we were like young, since we were like teenagers, and what I remember back then was that every time we'd have a conversation, or we'd have like like we'd all smoke, get high, and just start talking about like deeper dumb stuff. I always would remember that he would always have some kind of out there view on things, and I think for a lot of those things that we would talk about, it always was like a reining in, a kind of like, come on, like that's not how things work. And it was like a very civil kind of conversation. I think since I haven't talked to him forever, he's just gone into the deep end. I think I haven't been there for you, Jeff, and I'm so sorry.
He's just gone into the deep end.
I wasn't there to rein you in, man. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, but I mean, it was. It's good to have those conversations. I wish I would have been there. I missed it.
Oh yeah, we can have him back for sure. Like, I'd love to talk to Jeff again. Just putting that out there, Jeff. If you're listening, I'd love to have you back on. Rudy, if you're open to it, I'd love to have Jeff back on, bro. Like, I really would. I really would. And just to, and not saying like I wouldn't want to go I wouldn't want to go political, but I do think Jeff does have he has a way of viewing certain situations that just kind of has you. It makes you take a step back and be like, what? And that's fun to listen to, bro. So instead of just hearing me and you agree with each other the whole time, it's nice to throw Jeff in the mix and let him just knock us both on our asses a little bit.
I was a friend of mine texted me. He's like, "Are you gonna have Jeff on again?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think for sure." So yeah, we'll bring him on. Yeah, I think he probably would have come on today if it wasn't for our schedules and stuff like that. But he probably would have come on.
Yes,
today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my god. So I've been gone. I missed my last recording because I was in Mexico, and I was working on something. And what have I missed in terms of the week and stuff like that? What have you been doing? I remember listening to I listened to the episode. And I don't know if there's something else I'm forgetting. I think he mentioned something else. Jeff mentioned something else about. Oh, you guys played my opinion on
your
Bel Air.
Reaction to Bel Air. Yes. And this is episode 51 for anybody who's listening and would like to follow up on that conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played your reaction for him to what Bel Air is.
right.
And he took high offense to that. he was not happy with
because I said people who watch the show are dummies. That's what I said.
You said it's a show for dummies. Yes, you said it's a show for dummies.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Jeff made some good points, bro. Like, he made some really good points.
Oh, because he said the stupid Batman thing, like that was clever.
I'm not. It's not clever. It don't have to be clever. It's a good point, though. It's a good point. Dog, I had to look. Jarvis texted me after listening to the episode and tried to argue
good. Thank you, Jarvis. Thank you for fucking arguing that point for me.
I took Jeff's side, and we had a whole conversation because Jeff made good points, bro. How many Batman movies do we need? Literally, how many Batman movies do we need? How come every time you go, like, go ahead?
Yeah, all right. Yeah. See, now I forget in debate, I don't know what that's called. I don't know if that's a straw man argument or whatever it is, where he suggested something else that wasn't part of the conversation. I never brought up Batman. I never brought up Batman. I know you never. And he assumed that I loved it. He also
he did assume that wasn't assumption.
Okay, so there you go. See, so like that right there is already like, okay, like you're not winning this argument because you think Bel Air is fucking any good. Did you see Bel Air?
I've seen it. Like I told him, I don't care for it, but I also don't hate it. Like, I don't think it's a show for dumb people. I don't think it's a show for dumb
maybe that's a hot take on my end, but
that's okay.
But fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I
say what you're gonna say.
Nah, it's all good.
Say it. No, say it. Right. Say it.
No, well, because I get what you're saying about how he brought up something else and assumed that you loved it, but the larger point still remains that you're saying that Bel Air is a reimagining or rework or something, and we didn't need it, right? That was your point that you were making, and to his point was, well, so is Batman, but people love Batman. You've loved more than one iteration of Batman. We know that's true.
A fair point. It's the argument there is, do we need that many Batmans? It's like, no, we actually don't. I don't think we do.
We don't.
I don't think just like we didn't need Bel-Air.
But see, this is, and that's what I told. That's what I was telling Jarvis. I was like, look, bro, Batman has had what 60 years to build a franchise. Like, let Bel-Air have its chance. How you gonna be just a hater and just be like, nah, we didn't need another one? It's like at some point Batman was only one, and now Batman has like 70 different fucking versions. Like, like there's a literal Batman that's a bat, bro. And there are people that hate that. There are people that hate the Batman who kills. Like, I get it. I get what you're saying. But to turn around and be like, there was one Fresh Prince and that's the only one we ever needed, I don't think it's fair yet. I think it's too young. And that if they're trying to build a franchise, let them build their franchise, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the heart of it, just like the Batmans, there's a pandering that I don't appreciate with the Bel-Air. And that's I think my main beef stew that I have with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's really it. I think at its core, it's a weird pandering thing. It's like all cool, and there's like Rick Ross music, and it's just like, like for what? I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. I think the happy middle for that conversation between me, you, Jeff, and Jarvis. I think the happy medium is, look, bro, they're gonna keep making shit. Some's gonna be hits and some's gonna be misses. But at the end of the day, you just ignore the misses.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, it was a really good podcast, you guys. I really appreciated Jeff coming on. So thank you if you're listening. And you guys did really great. I was in Mexico listening to you guys, and I was fucking cracking up.
That's
like
awesome.
In my Uber, like listening to you guys like fucking chat it up, and his stance on Trump and everything. It was really damn funny.
His stance on everything is fucking great.
It was really damn funny to me. It was really damn funny. I was just like, damn, I wish I could call you guys and talk or say something. It was one of those things where it's just like, fuck, I wish I could say something. So yeah, Jeff. So if you're listening and you decide to come back, I will murder you with my opinions and facts. I'm gonna murder you with
facts.
I'm gonna murder you with factoids.
Oh
all right,
God,
buddy.
All right.
Well, in the news, there's not a lot going. I mean, there is a lot going on, but we just did a video of the Roe v. Wade thing that we're not gonna really discuss on here in depth. Just kind of like a heads up. So that's on YouTube. So by the time that you hear this, it'll be up. And we kind of talk about that kind of what effect that has and what our opinions are on that. So it was a good talk. It's a little different departure from what we normally do. So I think this recording is going to be definitely a lot lighter and not that heavy stuff. So, but yeah, if anyone wants to go check it out, it's on there.
Can I just say,
yes,
real quick, for anybody that's going to be watching this and then go check out, you can tell right away that the vibe is different. I got my bucket hat on, Rudy got his shades on. You go to that other video, it's like straight lace, got a fucking cardigan on and shit.
I have a smoking pipe, I think.
Yeah, right. We got in our big boy chairs and dim the lights and put the fire on and tried to have a big boy conversation. So,
I mean, I think that like this is just my opinion, but I don't know. Like, I don't. We're still, in my opinion, we're super still in our infancy when it comes to like what the shit we're doing here, and a lot of it is just like I do, at least for me, enjoy that I can, like, for example, this next thing I'm going to show you couldn't be more immature, but but I think there's a good balance to have that, and then to like there's sometimes real shit going on. And it should we're not fucking impregnable to awful shit that's going on, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's up. And you guys can go check that out. So I don't know if you have anything that you want to kind of talk about before I kind of start showing you my little listicle of insanity?
No, the only thing I really wanted to talk to you about was, and it's old now, so I don't know if we should even talk about it. But Drake, he released that album.
Yeah, it's fine.
Have you heard it?
I like it. It's groovy. People hate it. I saw a lot of people hate it.
People hate. I had so many jokes ready for it. Like I had so many how he made that album for Millie Bobby Brown when she was like 14. How like I had a lot of jokes queued up. I had a lot of them, but honestly,
That's
never
rough.
mind.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't care enough about Drake to hate his shit
To care
or to love it. You know what I mean? Because the facts of it is that when that shit's playing in a club or something like that, I'm gonna dance to that shit because it's danceable, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm not gonna deny it.
Every H&M across America is gonna be bopping that album all summer long. I care. You walk into a Forever 21, they're gonna be hopped up on that Drake and that new fucking Beyonce. Watch, mark my words. It probably already started because we're about 2 weeks late.
Yeah, and I was just like, I heard it, and I was like, yeah, I can hear this in the club somewhere and not be fake. It's not gonna ruin my day.
Nah. Drink faster. I'm gonna dance harder. like honestly, like if I'm being honest with you, bro, that shit came on. I'm 37 years old. I'm not in clubs like that anymore. I'm not dancing like that anymore. But this shit came out when I was 21, 22, 23. Bro, that shit would have been a high banger for me. I'd only listen to it on Friday and Saturdays, and I would probably request it. I would request for them to play this shit because I used to go to a lot of foo-foo ass white people clubs, and the closest thing you're gonna get to some hip hop is Drake. I would have requested that shit, just like I used to request "Drop Down and Get Your Eagle On" by fucking Nelly. That was my shit. Yes. Fucking "Headsprung" by LL Cool J. That was like those shits, man. There's a time and place for everything, bro. And that Drake knew what he was doing. Drake took that album. He made that shit for Ibiza, bro. He didn't make that for me and you. He made that for the whole country. He made that for the world. Ibiza
is an island
province. Island.
Yeah.
Well, he made it for them. He made it for club boys and girls and theys.
Yeah, I mean, he made it for Europeans that on vacation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the people here who want to listen to it too. Like, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't like I said, I don't care enough to like hate that motherfucker for just making an album.
No. just for doing his job. I don't care enough to hate him for doing his job.
Yeah, bro.
That's his fucking job.
Now Bel Air, yeah, I'm gonna hate that shit. It's gonna
I was just about to ask you.
I'm incensed. I'm still incensed by it.
You love Will, you care about Will Smith enough to hate Bel Air is what you're saying?
Broke my heart, Anthony. Broke my fucking heart.
Don't talk to me. Talk to Will. It sounds like he broke your heart.
No, I mean, yeah. You know what it is too? It's like all that shit that happened to. It's just like fuck him. Like fuck what he's doing. It's also a lot of that. It's a lot of that. I'm like fuck this shit.
That's totally fair. I thought you were gonna say the N-word real quick.
Nope, not me.
That's an N-word. That is an N-word. That's the appropriate N-word to say when questioned about it. Hey, say the N-word. What do you mean? No.
Real quick. Before we get into the stuff, I have here, for people who are watching, it's a little beer can, a little liquor can, little can, and it's called Sacred Seltzer. Can you see that?
No, I can't, but you can take a picture of it and insert it here.
Okay. Sacred Seltzer, okay? And this was made by an art collective, and it's like boozy seltzer. It's your White Claws, it's your High Noons. But the twist, and this is mango flavored, but the twist in this is that all of the booze, bought 2 packs of it, all the booze has been blessed by a priest, so it's holy. Sacred Seltzer. And I'm gonna have my first sip, okay?
Yeah, baby.
Sacrilegious.
That's awesome.
It's pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jealous. All I have
is actual
All
booze that you stole from a church.
Yeah, all I have is this
Oh, nice.
10-year-old can of Duff.
10-year-old can
Should
of
I'm dead ass sure this shit is old as fuck, bro. It's old. Should I open it and drink it and see if I vomit?
Yes.
Should I?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Hang on. I'm looking for a date.
How warm is that?
Oh, it's warm. It's traveled with me from California to Oregon. It's been kind of all over. Every time I move, I never refrigerated it. It's always been sitting on my. I just reached over on my actual.
Is that your last?
Remember,
is that your only one?
This is my only one.
Okay.
Yes. All right. I only have one. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Fresh. Ooh, this shit gonna explode like when Bart shit over shit.
Yeah, see you in the house. You're gonna be in a coma.
Boom. All right. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Ooh, that smells sharp.
That's so sharp.
I'm not drinking any more of that. Bro.
What's it taste like?
That shit tastes like burning metal, dog. I'm not drinking no more.
That's just gonna give you appendicitis, man.
I'm pretty sure. Look at this shit. This shit is nuclear
colored.
Oh!
Why is it that yellow?
I don't know. It's fucking terrible. Look at that shit. It's scary, bro. Yeah. No. That tastes like a fire poker that just came out of the fucking fireplace.
Boy, howdy. Jesus Christ, what a trooper you are. Well,
my stomach already feels a little bit weird. Not gonna lie. So let's get this podcast moving because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here.
All right. Moving along. I got some pretty sad news. Let me just pull this up. I know I said we're gonna start the podcast pretty funny. But this is pretty damn sad, actually. But I think I just want to post it. I mean, not post it. I want to talk about it now. A couple days ago, there was a shootout with the drug cartel in Mexico, and a monkey was killed in the crossfire. And he was wearing a bulletproof vest. And there's been a lot of mourning on the internet. And his name was El Changito. And you can see him. Jeez. You can see him here.
El Changito never stood a fucking chance because El Changito was wearing a fucking bulletproof vest. Whoever owned El Changito was in some bulletproof vest shit. All right, so rip El Changito.
Dude, the fucking memorial fucking airbrush shirt thing that they got going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't like. I don't care, man. Roe v. Wade was overturned today. I don't want to talk about a fucking monkey. They got shot. What, like
Changito, man. R.I.P.
No, okay. The thing that kills me about that whole airbrush and stuff like that, like obviously, heady things happen, but how quickly the internet can kind of change your mood. Like, that is legitimately funny. Like, I'm joking. That is legitimately funny. And it does make you forget about like how terrible the world burning outside. It's like sad news. Oh, a monkey got shot in the face, but then you get this airbrush quality fucking memorial tweet that people are like, oh, R.I.P. El Changito. Look, man, the last time a person of the primate family died, or a member of the primate family died, the world went to hell. And as dicks out for Harambe, shit was never the same after that. I am scared to see what's about to happen now that El Changito's gone.
Living a narco traffic fucking life must be one of the most. It's probably got to be the wildest ride that a human being can live on, like currently, because there's super fast money, a lot of power, and like monkeys and bulletproof vests. Because that bulletproof vest was made for the monkey. You can't just go.
It was fitted.
You
to
can't
him.
go buy that at the store.
They're not selling toddler bulletproof vests out there, bro. Like, you had to make that bulletproof vest specifically. And I bet nobody even asked, like, who's this for? Like, nobody was like, maybe we shouldn't make you a toddler-sized bulletproof vest, bro. Like,
Can you imagine? This guy with this monkey came. The way that I picture it is that he went to some kind of tailor to get his vest made, and by threat of death, if you don't make my monkey a vest, like, I'll kill you. So make the vest.
You make my monkey a vest, or I make you a dead man. Period.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You gonna tailor that fucking vest?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Whew. Yeah, don't drink that again.
It's just I reach when it's in front of me. I reach for it. I move that shit away.
Okay. Moving on from El Changito. Another awful humanity's on the brink of collapse. I don't know if you've flown lately, Anthony. When's the last time you flew on a plane?
I've never flown a plane.
On a plane.
The last time on a plane. Okay.
You smart ass.
I heard flown
that
a plane,
Duff beer is
bro.
fucking with your brain already.
I'm telling you, that shit is. I don't feel great. But no, I think the last time I flew was like last year. I haven't.
Okay, so
not that I can think.
When you fly, have you ever? Oh, all right. Second question. Have you ever flown first class?
No.
Okay. Now, for a lot of people who've never flown, who's listening, never flown first class, we usually get stuck with the rest of the bodies on the plane, and it can be pretty tight depending on the person's weight that's next to you. It's a tight fit all around, right?
Okay. Even in first class is what you're saying?
No, actually, because I just came back from Mexico in first class, and it was pretty great. So I'm gonna make that a habit more often, actually. But I'm not here to brag, Anthony. What I'm trying to say, I'm trying to help people realize that. Excuse me, this fucking seltzer thing is giving me the Holy Ghost.
I'm trying to come out.
Whatchamacallit? No, that these airlines are trying to get as much money as they can. They're trying to squeeze us like fucking sardines on a plane. And there's this new concept. It's called the double-decker plane. This was unveiled. It's an airplane seat designer unveiled plans for double-decker seats on coach. And you can see this lovely person sitting on one of these double-decker chairs. It goes under a seat, so there's someone on top, and it can fit more people on a plane. But the way that this person is seated, how do I explain this to you? How do I explain this audibly?
You get more leg room.
You get more leg room.
You get more leg room, but your face room has been obliterated. You get no face room, bro.
Now, would you take a seat like this?
I would want to be on top, like in all of my relationships.
Fair enough. This looks like a nice loungy take a nap seat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. Like, if that back is indented, like, dog, like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing in that seat? You could only take a nap. Could you imagine the TV? And you'd be cross-eyed trying to focus on the TV in front of you, bro. Like, what the fuck? That shit is 2 inches from your nose. If the person above you took a nasty fart, you're in for a wild ride. It's gonna suck. The person above you has an upset stomach. You're fucked. Your nose is at ass level. Come on, nah, dog. What is this shit? Who's designing this shit, bro?
It's someone that doesn't care for like anyone's spinal cord or anyone's well-being or anything. Like
none of us.
Yeah, this is a psychopath that designed this double-decker seat arrangement.
100%. This has got to be in the UK, right? Motherfuckers in the UK just.
Well, let's see. Earlier this month at the 2022 Aircraft Interiors Expo in Hamburg, an airplane seat designer unveiled plans for double-decker seats and coach. Was
that Germany?
It's being criticized online.
See that sounds like some German shit. That sounds like some fucking Schadenfreude bullshit German thing that look. I mean, yeah, you get more leg room, but fuck your entire upper body, bro. Like you can't stretch your arms out at all. Where the fuck? How do you like? You want to stretch, bro? Come on.
The person
dog.
in the
like,
middle is so fucked.
The person in the middle of that at the bottom. Yeah, the person in the middle bottom of that shit, bro. You feel like you're in a party, you can't. But hey, you can wiggle your toes. At least you can wiggle your toes freely.
I think the person in the middle is like some really crazy. If you have claustrophobia and a fear of planes, this has got to be the most torturous spot that you could be in on an airplane.
You can't. It just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to ever not check your itinerary and be like, yeah, I'll pay for the seat outside here. I'll pay to move up front. Like, and I think that's the point, right? The point is nobody's gonna want to sit in that middle seat where you can start charging motherfuckers to move. So now when you go, it's free. It's free to go on there if you're early. You can be like, oh, I got a middle seat, babe. I'm gonna take the edge seat. You're gonna take the window seat. Whoever's stuck between us, fuck them. And hopefully nobody wants to sit between us. Like, that's the game you play when you're flying. Oh, hopefully nobody wants to sit between us so we get the whole row for ourselves. That works out a lot. I guess they caught on to that shit because now they're like, all right, let's make that shit so uncomfortable that you're gonna pay us to leave it. You're gonna pay us to get out of it.
So there's some comments here. Pink eye cases are gonna skyrocket. Those seats better be 99 cents. Absolutely not. Booking top seats and eating Taco Bell before every flight.
See what I'm saying, bro? Your nose is right there, dog. Your nose is right there, bro. You are inches. Your face is inches away from somebody's ass. If planes could slam in their brakes, you get a face full of booty every time, bro. Sitting down there, man. That's weird. That's so strange.
Yeah. Let's hope that doesn't actually.
Baby.
Let's hope that actually doesn't happen, because that would be shitty. That'd be the worst.
It will. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's an innovation unlike any we've seen hit the airline industry since we were like what's the last big innovation that's happened in our lifetime? You can't smoke on planes. That's about it. That's about it. You got a double-decker Airbus plane, bro, and that allows you to double how much you can charge, especially since they've lost money since COVID. Oh yeah, like it's going. Man, them lobbyists coming straight. They coming straight to the going straight to the White House. Watch.
There's this one thing I want to show you. This Allstate Progressive. They dropped their insurance over this company who put up this. They put up they posted something on their door, on their window, where they were closed for Juneteenth. And it reads a little something like this. It reads, Juneteenth, it's whatever. We're closed. Enjoy your fried chicken and collard greens.
Holy shit. Boy, motherfuckers just don't care no more, dog. They are taking the June. They're like, oh, you don't want us to put up African flags and dashiki clad people in our ads. All right, we'll go the opposite direction. Did you see fucking Wheat Thins? The Wheat Thins official account on Twitter tweeted, "What's up, crackers?" That shit was amazing. Like, 'tis the season, I guess. Juneteenth, 'tis the season, dog.
What up, crackers?
That's fucking great. Really speaks to me as a black man going through Juneteenth. I'm just saying. It really, really, that's the way to do it right there.
What up, crackers?
So, what's up, crackers?
Is calling white people crackers offensive?
Yeah, it is. But that's not what they were doing. Their CEO is considered like the CEO of crackers. So apparently they call themselves some form of cracker. So the person that runs the Twitter account asked the CEO if he could refer to fans of the Wheat Thins as crackers. And the CEO said, sure, why not? And so he tweeted, "What's up, crackers?" Because they make crackers, dog. It's fucking genius, actually. It's a good loophole.
Can I find that? I want to find that.
Yeah. Go to Twitter. Go to Twitter and just type in Wheat Thins crackers, and I guarantee you that shit will pop up. It's probably I definitely retweeted that shit. I was like, yeah, man. That's how you advertise to me. Yep, wheat thins, crackers, and up on Twitter.
Oh my god. Well, I'll look for it later. Um, okay. So, I think now we're gonna get to our kind of video segment. I have a couple for you, and I think always in line with our podcast, I always like to have a little religious tinge in our things. Okay, and there's this guy, and I don't know if you've heard of him yet, but his name is Thaddeus Matthews. Does that name ring a bell to you, Anthony, at all? Thaddeus Matthews.
Thaddeus Matthews.
Okay.
No.
He's
No, it doesn't.
he's a pastor. Okay. But they call him the cussing pastor. All right.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
And
Right.
so this is a clip of him answering I guess some kind of like fan questions, fan mail kind of stuff. And this is his response and his reaction to getting a question.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm
Shanaka
starting to
Amazon.
feel.
Say it again.
So I'm starting to feel spitzy. I'm starting to sweat. I don't feel good, bro.
Oh man,
I don't feel good
what
at all.
happened?
Look at it, I'm sweating and shit. I feel terrible right now. I don't feel good. I shouldn't have drank that.
You want to take some?
I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. This reaction is setting in quick. Go ahead, play the video. If I drop out, I drop out. Just go ahead.
Oh, Shanaka Amazon. How you a pastor in cursing? Be aware of the prophets. We are definitely living in our last days. Well, bitch, let me tell you something. You must be a bitch like Cheryl. Yes, I cuss. I'm the cussing pastor while your motherfucking pastor ain't doing a goddamn thing. I'm the cussing pastor that used my platform to raise $6,000 for this mother who was going through a plight, while these other ignorant ass, non-functioning ass pastors wasn't doing a motherfucking thing in this city. Now, if that bothers you that I'm a cussing pastor, then get your motherfucking ass
like that.
off my damn page. Plain and damn simple. See, I don't play. It's about being real. It's about the truth. And I don't give a damn what none of you bitches said, and none of you whole ass niggas either. It's about telling the truth just like it is. So, bitch, bye. I'm gonna take you off the page so you don't have to worry about it. See, y'all be worried about the wrong thing. You cuss. Yes, I curse. Hell, Jesus probably cursed. Jesus be sitting up in heaven looking at you ignorant ass Negroes and saying, damn, I made that fool.
Hey, he got a lot of points, bro.
Hey, I kind of dig him. I kind of dig his preaching.
I like his vibe, man. Look, man, and it's so funny because that's something growing up in a religious household. That's something I've asked people before. It's like, wait, the Bible doesn't say anything about cursing, so why can't like I curse? What is cursing? What is the issue there? And the answer is always for like, more gray stuff like that. The answer is always like, oh well, then you abide by the law of the land. Well, cursing's not outlawed in this sense. So I still can't curse, right? And it's like, oh yeah, but the law of the church is the highest law of the land. Okay, so we're roundabout in a circle way saying that the Bible doesn't say I can't curse, but I can't curse because the law of the land, but the Bible is the highest law of the land, even though the actual law of the land doesn't say that cursing is illegal. That's the mental gymnastics that it takes to have a conversation with a Christian person and or fundamentalist. I mean, not all Christians are like that, but a fundamentalist who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, but just wants you to listen to them for the sake of listening to them.
Yeah. There's a lot of I forget. There's another funny loophole Christian thing. I think it's I think I first heard it at the kids who go to Brigham Young University. Do you know what BYU is, right?
It's that it's the Mormon.
I think so. Yeah, exactly. So super religious, obviously. So they're like having sex is like a super no-no. So they do this thing where they get on top of each other, but they don't penetrate each other, and then someone jumps on the bed to mimic movement or.
Bro, if you gotta go through all that, just have sex, bro. Like if you're going through all, you think that's a loophole? Like you think that's a loophole?
So dumb. I forget what it's called too. Fuck. I forget what it's called. It's got a really fucking funny name too.
I remember back in our day, there was like the lipstick parties, and then I had a friend who straight up, him and his girlfriend were very religious. And these are people who are like And me and Jarvis were probably like 19, 20 at the time. So they were like 25, 26, right? And they're super religious. And this dude was a horn dog. All he would talk about is sex all the fucking time. Like sex, 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 right? He wanted to marry his girlfriend just so they could have sex.
Yeah.
And so he would always maintain that he was a virgin. Like, oh, we're virgins, we're pure in the eyes of the Lord. Pure. And one day I was just like, yo, how are you so proud of being pure all the fucking time, but then you're like trying to loophole God into like letting you have sex with your girlfriend by marrying her, even though you're not marrying her for love, you just want to fuck her, right? Like that's it. And he's like, yeah. And he goes, well, you know, like we have anal sex and stuff like that, but I just feel like that's not enough. And I was like, whoa, back up. So you're having anal sex, but you're a virgin still. He's like, yeah. Like, and she's virgin. He's like, yes, virginal of the vagina. And I was like, bro, I can't talk to you no more. We can't be cool no more, dog. You fucking with my head right now.
You can't hang around people like that who think like that, bro. That's too much.
Mental gymnastics,
That's
bro.
too much gymnastics, yeah.
You're a con artist. You trying to con God, bro. I can't trust you for shit. I can't trust y'all. None of y'all motherfuckers, dog.
Trying to con God.
I can't fuck with y'all.
Okay. So the act is called soaking. Okay.
Oh, soaking. Yes. I've heard of that.
So for people who don't know, soaking, also known as marinating or floating, is a sexual practice of inserting your penis into a vagina, but not thrusting.
No,
and
you lay completely still.
Yeah,
and then according to what you're saying, is someone jumps in the bed so that you get some movement. Is that what it is?
I've heard that somewhere, and I forget where I heard that too. But that's also another thing because you're also not doing the thrusting at this point.
You're not thrusting. You're it's an act of God, an outside force is forcing you to move.
Yeah.
Bro, like that's literally sex with extra steps, bro. What? Just have sex. Like, what are you doing? Oh man, people are funny, man.
Well,
people are funny. Well, I'm sure I do things that I do things that they're like, oh, you're an idiot, So
to each his own. But our cursing pastor has one last thing to say. All right, this isn't it. This isn't the last of him. He wants to. He has this. I don't give a shit Saturday.
Fuck You Friday was such a great holiday that I thought I would extend the holiday season, and let's call it I don't give a shit Saturday. I don't give a shit about what you think about me. I don't give a shit about who you think I ought to be. I don't give a shit about you don't like me cussing. I don't give a shit what you like. I'm doing what is best for me. I'm doing those things that makes me happy, those things that I think are positive for me. And that's what you need to say to anyone today who comes into your life trying to bring negative shit into your life. Tell them, I don't give a shit. In fact, tell them, if you're not feeding me, financing me, or fucking me, I just don't give a shit. In fact, go out on this holiday, get you some ribs, put it on the grill, and let's call it fuck a Q. Let's have a fuck a Q holiday and not give a shit about what people have to say about you in your life. This is your morning message from the cussing pastor. Have a great day.
I think I'm gonna just start following him for real. Have me a fuck a Q.
Have a fuck you on Saturdays, bro. And have a fuck you Friday on Fridays, bro. Like straight up, dog. Oh, like what? Nah, fuck you. Friday is the perfect day to have a fuck you day, bro. It's like you slide right into fucking a Saturday. I don't give a shit a Q. Man, that's a good weekend. That's a good start to your weekend, bro. How many times you ended a Friday at work wanting to tell a motherfucker to fuck off?
This preacher's I never thought a preacher would speak to me, but I think he's reaching me.
Look, you know why? Because his message is not Christian. It's unique. It's human. His message is straight up human. It's not about religion. Everything he said there, he didn't quote no Bible scriptures. He didn't start talking about the rain of hellfire or anything like that. He said, fuck what you think. I'm out here living my life. And I mean, come on, social media has been saying that the whole, like, how long has social media, oh yeah, live your best life, ha ha, hoo. Yeah, nah, bro, like this guy, he gets it. He's like, yeah, fuck everybody who says that you can't be. And I think you take that message 2 steps further. And if you want to talk about separation of church and state, those kinds of things that are really heady, really serious subjects that include the church and state, I think we should elect for this guy to go talk to these motherfuckers real quick. I think he should be he should be the one. I mean, I got to check what his message is first. Let's not hold me to that just yet, because he might be like, and fuck the L's and the G's and the P's and the D's and the Q's. He might also be like that. I don't know. I've only heard like 30, 40 seconds of him.
Listen. I think for the moment, I want to make him an honorary pastor, the official pastor of Friends Partying in Hell. Moving forward,
okay,
all right.
I don't know, man. He's still an old black dude. I gotta hold my judgment on that shit. Honestly, I know old religious black dudes, dog. They be saying some foul shit, dog. No, because that's the type of nigga right there that's gonna say that foul shit and be like, and I don't give a fuck what you think. Fuck you, and fuck who you think I ought to be. So yeah, that could turn on us real quick.
Well, talking about really cool jobs to have in life. There's look.
I'm dying, dog. Shit.
You're right. You're right.
Oh nah, bro. I'm gonna take this fucking shirt off, but I'm sweating through this shit hard.
I think you're sweating because we're on the podcast and you're just nervous.
Okay. Tell that to the razor blades in my stomach. But yeah, okay. Okay.
So I know right now times are weird. Work is weird, money's weird, inflation is weird. But that doesn't mean that just because things are tough, you shouldn't shoot for your dreams. Okay, you shouldn't aim high, aim for the sky. And there's a guy that's kind of giving that message a little bit better than I am, and I kind of want to play it to our listeners if they're feeling some type of way of the the stress that comes with work and your job. And I think that this dude has a really good kind of view on it. And let me play it for you.
Fuck your job. Do only what you are paid to do. You are not slave. You are not office bitch. Hard work is bad for you. Hard work only good for making somebody else rich. They say hard work never killed anybody. But remember, what doesn't kill you is putting you under chronic stress medication. Work hard, play hard. Bad idea. Work less, play more. Much better idea. Don't stay at work 1 minute more than you have to. When the work is finished, switch off the laptop computer, switch off the phone, switch off the brain. Tell your boss to take their after hours emails and shove it up their ass. You have a life, so live it.
Yes.
And remember, all work and no play makes Jack impotent.
Yes. Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is a very positive, spiritual friendly episode.
Some
this
good
one.
Messages.
Some good messages on today's episode.
Right now.
So everyone, just fuck your job and tell your fucking boss to shove it up their ass.
Shove that after work email up your ass and fuck you and fuck who you think I ought to be. I'm me, bitch. Now I'm about to go have a Saturday shit-a-cue. Don't give a shit-a-cue, motherfucker. Is that what he called it?
He called it a fuck-a-cue.
A fuck-a-cue, yeah.
I don't know what he said, actually.
It's not like I'm coming home to grill some shit. My boss is going to be like, that wasn't the burn you thought it was, bud.
If there's anything that I want to definitely promote on this podcast is positivity and good energies and stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, you look like you're fucking dying.
I really don't feel good, yo. really should not have drank that. I'll tell you how I pay for it tomorrow.
All right. I got one last video, and we'll call it a podcast, okay? Because we're almost at our time. So there's no context to this. It's just kind of like, man, there's some trifling ass fucking people out there, and this is just one of them.
Once my boyfriend was asleep, so I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick. So I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told him.
How do you handle that? How do you handle that situation?
Well, at the moment, it was pretty great, right? But now hearing it, I'm the ex, and I'm hearing this story. There's probably a sex video that I have together. I'm putting that out. I don't know.
Are you you're revenge porn? That's your go hardline revenge porn, right?
Well,
away.
come on. How do you fucking come out? You don't.
I mean, what is? But okay. So my question to you is, what does putting out a sex tape do to the girl that's willing to tell the how she fucked two guys in one night and had another guy come out of her pussy? Like,
damn it,
that's not hurting her. You're hurting yourself further. They're gonna be like, oh, look at this simp, fuck that girl. He sucked her pussy and ate her ex's cum. People are gonna download that video just to show it back to you, so that you can't take it off the internet once it embarrasses you further.
Damn it, she wins again. Yeah. I mean,
I think she wins in that situation, bro. She wins. It just, you can't say nothing. You just hope that she will never say your name.
Fuck her sister. I don't know.
You would do what?
Fuck her sister, her mother, her friends,
her mom, her friend. I mean, I think you'd have to fuck them all, honestly, at the same time for that to and then like, you know what you'd have to do? You'd have to fuck her boyfriend, her current boyfriend. You'd have to fuck him, come in his ass. And then he would then have to eat his, she would have to eat his ass and eat the cum out of it. And that's the only way
I think you're right. I think you're fucking right, man. You're fucking right. I think right.
You gotta lean into it, dog. You have to. You have to show how alpha you are at that point. That's straight disrespect.
Fuck her boyfriend in the ass. Come in and have her eat it out.
You know the kids, they eating all the ass. They eating a lot of ass, bro.
That is a fucking alpha move if I ever heard one. That's
the alphaist.
That is pretty. That's her. I get that's the only way. You're right. That is the only fucking way. What else is there? What else is there really?
I mean, and then you can go ahead and release that sex tape. You release a sex tape of you fucking her boyfriend. That's a sex tape you release. That takes you from level playing field to now you win. You know what I'm saying?
That is fucking cool.
Yeah,
I hate the idea of it.
I got a lot of really good ideas, bro. Like I just be sitting here thinking about cool scenarios and situations,
very
how
cool
I would handle them. How I would handle them. You know, because that's
very cool.
very, very, very cool scenarios, right?
Very cool. It's the coolest scenario I've ever heard, if I'm being honest.
These are the thoughts that rock me to sleep, baby. It's
pretty cool.
Fun.
Pretty cool.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah, she definitely deserves.
I don't have to try to be this.
She deserves that shit. She deserves it, because what a dickhead of her to do that.
That's so fucked up. Like, it really is fucked
That's so
up. And
shitty.
She's telling it like it's a great story.
I mean, it is. It is a great story.
It is, but you don't tell that in a podcast. Like, come on. I mean, we've told some really fucked up stories. And I know I've told some really fucked up stories. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I guess I'm a man, though, so I couldn't go that far, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that
sexist?
Misogynistic for me to say? Is it sexist for me to say that because I'm a man that I couldn't?
No,
disrespect a woman. No,
you could do something that awful. Like, let's say, like, you fuck some chick and then immediately went to go fuck another girl.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
And you didn't wash your balls or something like that.
I mean, that's not the same level. So I think we've established where the level is. But what I'm saying is that I couldn't get on a podcast and tell that story as if it was I couldn't tell that story as a man. I couldn't be like, yeah, I went and I fucked this girl, and then I came back home, and then I just jumped in the bed real quick, and then my girlfriend wanted to have sex, and then she sucked my dick and was like, oh man, your dick tastes so good. And I was like oh, she creamed all over my cock, and then I didn't take a shower, and I went home and I laid in bed, and my girl was just like horny and shit. She wanted to go down on me, so I was like, sure. And then she went down on me, and she was like, oh, your cock is extra thick today. It tastes extra creamy. What is that?
And then
I couldn't tell that fucking story on a podcast.
And then how does she get you back from that scenario?
How does she get me back? She would have to. Yeah, I think she would have to go. She'd have to go find my new girlfriend. She'd have to fuck her in the ass. She'd have to come in that ass, and then I would have to be eating her ass and then eat her cum out of the ass. The same thing as the previous. I think as long as you fuck somebody in the ass and get someone else to eat the cum out, you're golden. I think that's the golden rule of revenge. Come in an ass and make the person you're going after eat that cum out of the ass, and you win hands down.
Cool scenarios, man.
I'm ready to
stuff.
go get some. I'm ready to go drink some cold water and try to lay this shit out, like sweat this shit out. Right? I feel terrible. I can't. Okay. We got to an hour.
Yeah, we got to an hour. We're good.
Right?
Yeah, I think we did it. We nailed it.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, you need to take some Pepto. I think. I don't know what else you fucking need.
My eyes are watering now and shit, bro. Like it's just getting progressively worse.
Can I see the yellow? Can you? Oh, do me a favor before you go. Can you pour the liquid into a clear glass so I can see what that shit looks like?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that for you. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
So I don't know if anyone's heard. I'm explaining kind of what you drank. I don't think we explained it too much. So what Anthony drank out of was a fucking Simpsons Duff beer can that he hadn't opened in I don't even know how many years he said. I think he said like fucking 10 years. I think I even remember when he got that can because I think my brother was the reason he got that can. And last time my brother saw Anthony was Coachella. How'd you get that can, dude? Do you remember how you got that can? How you got that can?
Yeah, Miguel gave it to me for my birthday.
Okay.
For like I want to say my 28th or 29th birthday. I'm telling you, it's been like...
Yeah, okay.
It's been almost 10 years.
All right, so before we leave, I just want to see how nuclear this fucking liquid looks like. Oh, man, it looks like piss yellow, man. Like orange.
It's not great. Should I drink some more?
No. No.
I wasn't gonna. No, that was.
Oh, Jesus! All right,
it's not good. It's not great.
Right.
It's very, very.
Ugh, good lord.
And it looks like it's flat. It's like you saw no bubbles in this.
It looks like whiskey.
Super flat. It does. Yes, it looks like whiskey. It's not whiskey. It's not whiskey at all.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fucking. We'll end the podcast there. Drink some water and get some rest. So this is the end of the podcast. Just wanted to thank everyone who listens, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.